Alright, it is time for another guitar product review from guitartrainingtalk.com. That is my blog website. This time we're going to talk about blues guitar soloing. A little change of pace for me. Finally getting into reviewing some blues stuff, or at least more of it. And this one is called Blues Guitar Solos. It's by a company called Progressive, and the author on this one, I believe, is Peter Gelling. And it's kind of it's a book and CD combination, and it's kind of a unique blues guitar soloing book because there's a ton of books, as you know, and DVDs on blues guitar soloing because there's so many different styles of blues guitar. But this one really in my opinion, stands out as an excellent product. If you're into rock guitar, you want to start learning how to play the blues, or if you're traditional blues players and you want to learn a lot of different blues styles of soloing, or even if you're a metal player and you want to add some blues playing to it, this book really has it all. That's why it's so unique. Now the company Progressive has a lot of products. I mean, they put out some books on rock licks, rock guitar. They have other blues books, blues lead licks, blues finger picking, lots of books. And I found them to be very good products, and some of them even excellent products by Progressive. One of the few companies that put out several different types of books, and they all seem to be good. Whether it's rock solos, blues solos, slide guitar, country. I only found one book by Progressive that I bought that wasn't very good at all. That was the book on modes, because it taught modes in the incorrect way and was really confusing. But any other books, whether it's blues, rock, or metal, I would check it out, because I mean it's really good company, makes good products. They have several different authors, and that's just my take on Progressive product. Now, getting back to blues guitar solos. The reason this one is so unique in itself, and I'm just going to kind of go through the description first. Section 1 has blues solos using various scales. So it'll take the blues scale, or the major blues scale, or just a pentatonic scale, and it gives you several different styles of solos. It's got a delta solos, electric delta solos blues in here, which is really good. It's got a major pentatonic solo, a solo using just our dominant 7th arpeggios. It'll take the whole solo with 7th arpeggios and play it. It's got soloing on one string. It'll teach a whole blues solo how to play it on one string like Albert King used to do. And that's just section 1. And what they do is they'll take, like in this pretend, it'll show you the open blues E scale, which is the delta section. Then it has the whole solo tabbed out, nice, clear, easy to read tab, and you just kind of listen to it and follow along. And if you've been playing a little while, you'll understand what's going on. Unless you don't have the technique, it takes a while to get the technique down. But that's the way it pretty much does it on each one. Like in this section, it's getting ready for the major pentatonic scale, so it'll diagram out the major pentatonic scales for you. And then each one has a different name to it. For instance, this one says going to Memphis, so it's a Memphis style solo. Move over here, the blender, which it's blending the major and the minor pentatonic scale into one solo. So it kind of gives you an idea of what the solo is going to be about just by the name of it. And these are, I was really impressed with the quality of the solos. There's stuff you want to learn that you can incorporate, whether you're a rock player, hard rock, pop rock, or just straight ahead blues. You can incorporate a lot of the licks and the solos right into your playing. They're that good, in my opinion. Now we go on to section 2. Section 2 double stops and chords. Double stops, of course, is picking or plucking 2 notes at the same time. And it's got solo in using 6 or thirds, depending on how you want your theory. Solo and tritones, 3 notes. Soloing using octaves. Soloing using chords, just chord soloing, blues style. combining rhythm and lead at the same time, open string harmonics, and finger picking, type of solo too. So it's got a lot of different types of blues solos just in section 2. So you can see it's got a really diverse amount of blues solos in here. I think there's around 50 altogether. Now section 3 goes into approaches to soloing. Got the riff style soloing, which is what I like, vocal style soloing, call and response, dynamics, how like a Stevie Ray Vaughan, how he goes from one extreme to the other, and dynamics and how that's playing, and a solo using space, which means sparse soloing, just know how to fit the notes in at the right time. And that's section 3. Now it's got another section, and 4 is styles integrates blues players. It's got, or rock players, however you want to call them. It's got the Chuck Berry style solo, T-Bone Walker, B.B. King. It's got an Otis Rush style solo, Albert King, Albert Collins, Stevie Ray Vaughan. The Stevie Ray Vaughan style is really good because it teaches his slow type of blues, which Stevie was great at playing too. It really had a unique way of doing it, and it's got a great solo at the very end. It's very advanced, so it's going to take you a while to learn it, but it really, because you're in the blues, you're learning. It's an art form. It's not how many notes you can play, it's how you can play them and the right time when to play them. So there's a lot of detail in the blues playing, as you know if you tried to play the blues. And this covers a lot of different styles in blues playing, with a lot of great solos for rock guitar players, hard rock players, pop players, and even metal players. It's that type of soloing in the book. I was really impressed with the quality of the solos, because I bought a lot of books where a few of them are good, but half of them are boring as heck, especially if you're not into jazz or bebop and all that, which I'm not. So I look for books that don't have a lot of that in it, and this is a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of licks you can take from these solos and just incorporate them in, like I said, into your rock playing, even your metal playing, or if you're already a blues player, you're going to take a lot of this stuff you can add to your blues playing, because it covers a ton of different stuff using your picking fingers, open strings, straight ahead rock blues, Delta blues. It's got it all. So I highly recommend this book. Like I said, once again, it's Progressive Guitar Solos by Progressive. So check it out, and you'll improve your blues playing tremendously.